Last night, I finally had time to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I sat down on my PC, opened up Steam, and stared at my library, and I just couldn't launch the game. I'd been away for too long, the story was a blur, and getting back in suddenly felt like a commitment instead of an escape. So I watched YouTube and went to bed. And yeah, I felt guilty about it. I genuinely wanted to keep playing Red Dead. I could have jumped into Valheim with my coworkers, or logged into Guild Wars 2, or picked one of the dozens of games sitting in my library. Choosing something that asked nothing from me felt easier. But lately, that's been happening more and more. It's not that I love games any less. I still get excited about them. I still buy them with the hope that I'll finally get around to playing them one day. The Steam summer sale just happened, so I added even more games to a library I was already struggling to choose from. But starting something, especially a big game I've stepped away from, has become strangely difficult. Even when I have the time, sometimes I just don't feel like starting a game. I know I'd probably enjoy it once I got going, but getting myself to that point can feel like more effort than it should. I could force myself to play every night, but that wouldn't necessarily mean I was enjoying it. And if a game is supposed to be something I do for fun, I don't want it to feel like another thing I have to push myself through. On nights like that, a video is easier for me. I click on it, let it play, and stop whenever I want. I don't have to remember what happened last time, learn anything new, or be fully present for it. A game like Red Dead needs more from me. I need to remember where I'm at, what I was doing, and settle back into its pace. I need to give it a proper session to actually be there for it. And the longer I wait, the heavier that return feels. The strange part is that is exactly what I want from a game. I want to get lost in a world. I want a story to build over time. I want to come back to something and feel connected to it. But when I'm tired or just not feeling motivated, that same depth can make starting feel like too much. Games can be completely different commitments. Some you can play for an hour and put down. Others are massive worlds that take dozens of hours just to get into. And then there is the choice itself. Should I keep going with Red Dead? Should I get on Valheim with my coworkers? Or should I start something new? Plus, I'm a completionist. I don't want to miss a side quest or a line of dialogue that ends up being important. That can turn even a game I'm enjoying into something much bigger than it needs to be. By the time I've gone through all of that, I put more effort into deciding what to play than actually playing. That is when a backlog stops feeling like a collection of possibilities and starts feeling like another job that I have to catch up on. Games I wanted to play, games I started but didn't finish, games I bought because I hoped I'd have time for them one day. They aren't actually demanding anything from me, but sometimes it still feels like they're quietly waiting. Before I even pressed play, I'm already thinking about the story I need to remember, the things I might miss, how much time it could take, and let's not forget the other games I could be playing instead. No wonder it's sometimes easier to choose nothing. One place I can still find a different feeling is when playing Ocarina of Time randomizers. I know the game well enough that I can just start playing. I know the world, the controls, and the basic shape of it. But in a randomizer, the important items are moved to different places every time. It turns a game I know into a bite-sized puzzle. I still have to think about my options and work out where I can go next, but it never feels overly stressful. Every playthrough gives me something new to figure out without asking me to learn a whole new game or commit to a huge experience. I can play for as long as I want, and when I feel done, I can simply stop without feeling like I've left something unfinished. And I think that's why it clicks for me. It reminds me that games don't always have to feel like a project. They can just be something I sit down and enjoy. Maybe that's what I need to get better at. Letting a game just be a game. Something I can come back to because I want to, not because I feel like I should. If there's a game you keep meaning to get back to, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.